Hello, I am Diego, and this is the second edition of this semester video journals. And the topic now continues on analyzing and describing different ideologies. Volume. Analyzing different ideologies that have been covered by all of us, me and my classmates, through the presentations and the later bibliographic seminars. Before the ideologies, we've been shown a video about how the media is the main source where ideologies are given and how they are managed and finally delivered to us. So the media tends only to show what is convenient for them. In other words, what they want us to believe. So the video that Leo showed to us was presented by a BBC journalist and show a different point of view where the students are basically rioters producing total chaos, and the march itself was shown as a war against the police. Moreover, the words and language used by the journalist were almost the same words that a war correspondent uses to describe the current situation during a war. So that is how the media manipulation over the information of the events is shown, mainly in TV, because it can also happen in journals, in newspaper, and so on. And I say mainly because of that. It can also happen in the internet too. Basically, all sort of mass media. And the presentations that my classmates made were really good, even though each ideology needs more than one presentation to be covered because it's really long, and in just one presentation it's almost impossible to cover all the topics and all the aspects of each ideology. They really managed to go straight to the point in order to form a nice discussion for the seminar part. I learned about varied ideologies more than all the years that I had been in school, and it gave me a really different point of view of what those people had to go through, how the people that followed those ideologies thought, what were the reasons and values and convictions, of course, they have to make them prevail as a political system. Now, in the other hand, going directly to the ideology scene, I want to mention some of them that went really deep into my mind and expanded my way to see others' thoughts and perspectives, because I really must recognize and admit there are some ideologies that, however old they are still valid nowadays, as you can see on TV, for example. Liberalism talks about liberty and equality, the freedom of speech, the religious tolerance, and other things related to the freedom of the self. It is against absolute monarchy and the divine rights of the king, because this ideology was mainly used during the monarchy times, where in many parts of the world the kings and queens were the ones that ruled overall. As I was saying, it is like an ancient code for freedom from those who were oppressed by the monarchy. There is something really similar to what we are living today with our governments. Another was socialism. About socialism, I can say that it's sort of a utopia where everyone has the same right to share a country's wealth, and the government should own control of the domain industries. So, can you visualize the utopic part of it? It has a really utopic part, that is that the world is governed by a capitalist system where the richest population has control over all wealth, and they will never cede a single bit of power, the power that they own, of course, to the people to share equally. They will never do that thing. Another ideology was the fascism. That is an old ideology that was mainly held by Nazis and Stalinists. that were people full of fixed ideas and um ostracized to people different than them. And this ideology combines the national spirit enhanced with weapons. Millions of people were killed in the name of this ideology, and I use quotes because I recall Leo saying that this ideology shows the very instinctive part of humans. So it is not about making others think as you do. It is all about superiority and smashing others with the intention of making them follow your orders, as a dictator does, as Pinochet did, as Franco did, as many other dictators did. Finally, my favorite one, my little boy, anarchism. This ideology is the one that went deepest on me, and this is because of that feeling that inspires me and the others that look for help in a world of injustices and oppression, of course. I hadn't the slightest idea of what anarchism is or was before researching on it, but once I did, it quickly hooked me to its values, and I say values because I think of anarchism as a set of values and a lifetime philosophy more than political ideology as it is. And I can support that set of values idea by saying that anarchism is a really unusual amongst other ideologies. It is because it has never succeeded on winning power at a national level, but it did in a lower scale level, for example, in communities. And some examples, like in a country, in I mean a community in Africa that succeeded on using anarchism as their social system. Well, the aspect that I like the most is that the anarchism sees everyone as equals. The decision making must be also agreed by everyone. And I saw the lighter side of anarchism, and I tried to show it to my classmates, and I think I did. I really like this ideology session and how they were covered my classmates and how we all discussed them, and of course the purpose of it has that it was to create a collective thought of ideologies and demonstrate that we're all walking ideologies. Well, thank you. That's all for today.